Mona River Valley.
From this valley they say you are going.
Right now, they're battling the largest wildfire burning in the whole
The
country.
Hermit's Peak and Calf Canyon fires are the largest in the lower 48, and the fight to extinguish them is a nationwide effort.
Two fires merging into one monster blaze has alone torched over 100,000 acres.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Cobolo channel. I just was driving and thinking about home and about the fire, mostly because right now it is in Chacuan. So it's on my mind right now, and I wanted to speak on it, and I thought about the whole situation, and I really wanted to do this video.
This fire came in fast, hot, and furious. We get a call from my nephew and he says, it doesn't look good. Called my buddy up the road and he said, man, it's bad. He said, and I could tell in his voice, it was serious.
First thing is share my appreciation for the people that I've seen, like when I have gone down, doing things and helping, and like of what I've heard. So I kind of wanted to mention a few things on this and what I've seen on social media.
The more he knows and loves.
It's not going to come back in my lifetime. Maybe my kids, grandkids. But yeah, the hiking, the fishing, everybody lives from the mountains. So cope with it and back to basics. Yeah, the tough survive, they say. So yeah, we're tough.
The first thing is I do want to give thanks to the priest there in Mora. As long as the church is not burned, there's mass. It made me laugh because I'm like, it was like, oh, thank God, you know, because I know the people that are still there. Like, Mora is a community that believes in their faith, and for the priests to know that and be there for us in the worst time of need and open their doors for us to continue to go to church on Sundays really made me happy. So I do want to first say thank you to the priests for still doing that.
Our parents, grandparents, they're from there. It's been hard.
What do you hope to go back to?
I know in my lifetime I won't see Mora the way it was.
The bottom line that I've tried to express here is that we have to take control of our county back, get these federal fools out of our way. They're milking this system to the nth degree. There's millions of dollars that Biden's appropriated for this. They're milking it, and they'll continue to milk it. Their fire plan is that they may have it contained by the end of July 31st. So we put up with this horse manure for another 60 days. We're not going to do it.
The wind gusts from February to April were 60, 70, 80, up to 90 miles an hour on any given day.
The winds were 75 miles an hour, and it took out 30,000 acres in one day.
The federal government's orders. They're going to milk us for everything they have. They're going to drive off with $200,000-$300,000 each unit, and our community's been decimated, and we look like hell. It's going to take years. It's going to take a generation to recover here.
Federal government, the U.S. Forest Service, who started the fire that burned our mountains, that charred everything in this whole county.
Been quite challenging because once they cross this line, they can't go back. But Gilbert has a solution.
I want to thank the Mora and Fire Department for bringing us commodities from the World Kitchen Center. So we've been passing those bags out to the families that are around here.
Gilbert has been making trips to the line where people have been meeting him and giving him resources to pass along to those that will not evacuate.
Water.
Praise the Lord, these firefighters, the local firefighters saved my house. I have them to be thankful for. You've heard it articulated by many people. It's the locals that are protecting us. Yes. Why? Because they have an interest themselves, because they have a conscience, because they know that they live in this community, because they have a heart. We need somebody to wake up. We need somebody to stand up against this tyranny.
Police told him and his neighbors he needed to evacuate because the Hermit's Peak and Calf Canyon fire were inching closer to his home.
We're not professionals by no means, but we have a lot of experience behind us living in this area, knowing the area.
Gilbert and some of his neighbors decided they would not evacuate. Instead, they would stay behind.
We decided to stay and take care of our homes, our structures, and take care of the neighbors for looting or whatever reason. No.
Some of them setting up sprinkler systems in their yards to make sure the ground is moist.
I'm probably gonna get hate for saying this, but again, this is just my opinion and what I observed, but I would get annoyed when I'd be driving through Mora and see signs or posting the comments on social media saying thank you to our law enforcement, thank you to our firefighters. Law enforcement didn't help us. They didn't help us. If anything, they made things worse. They caused more stress. Made it harder on us. The stupid roadblocks. And firefighters, besides like the locals that were actually there fighting the fire, what were we thinking?
You know, thank goodness for our neighboring counties. They were so gracious and generous in helping our people. They housed, goodness, I don't know, thousands. They fed them, they took care of them.
Everything has been strictly religious groups and individuals and mom and pop stores. All donation, nothing from the state, nothing from the feds, nothing from FEMA. When you look at the stores in Peñasco, Española, Taos, stores, not chain stores, it's just a mom and pop store, and they emptied their shelf.
Everybody that is out there is from Mora, that know our mountains, that are really gonna try their best to salvage everything, save everything down to the last thing, like the animals, the pile of wood, the barn full of hay. Like they're really gonna try. And those are the people that I trust, so I'm happy they're all out there with their equipment and working these fires. So I want to thank them.
Went to Creek Park for a while thinking it was coming here. I'm prepared, I'm ready to go. I had our other vehicles here ready to drive out at first moment. But I will not leave till the fire's at my door. You need to understand that. We have our land, we have our lives here. You're interrupting our lives. This is unconscionable. It's cruel, it's mean, it's evil.
Because there wasn't service, you couldn't get in contact with people, not knowing if they were okay or not.
It's like, okay, our bodies took a toll, so we're just trying to physically and emotionally recover from all this.
That's spaghetti.
So now we have two of the largest forest fires in New Mexico's history that came together as one, both Forest Service caused. So, what the hell?
It's gonna ruin the economy in this county for many, many years because a lot of people depended on these forests for their livelihood. I mean, they were selling live trees, firewood, logs, vigas, latillas.
proud to be from Mora, and even seeing like the older generations that have graduated from Mora and are successful in their lives, in their careers, giving back, giving donations for hotels and all these things is just amazing to see. And this is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt to go back and see the damage.
How do they justify the emotional toll before, during, and after?
But these young kids are holding on to hope because they know what kind of community they come from.
Mora will be back. That's a guarantee that I know.